Okay, we're back, and today we're going to be working on making our camera rotate around our player once we hit the Q and E keys. So we're going to open up our camera control script and create two new functions. So we're going to do void update, and we're going to do public void rotate camera. We're going to create two new variables. Okay, we're going to name these public integer rotate speed. Okay, so in our rotate camera, we're going to do if input dot get key code dot q. We want to make our camera rotate around our player to the left, so we'll do my transform dot rotate around, and we're going to use the three parameters. The first is going to be the point, so we're going to rotate around our player, so we're going to do my new vector 3 player dot position dot x, player dot position dot y, player dot position dot z, and then that should work for the point. The next thing we're going to do is the axes. I'm going to rotate around the y axis, so we're going to do new vector 3 0 comma, now we're going to do rotate speed times time dot delta time, time dot delta time. Okay, and then we're going to do 0. So the next thing we're going to do is the angle, so I just put it at a 10-degree angle for now, and that should work. So we'll save that off, go back into the editor, let it compile, and press play. Now it shouldn't work because we haven't set the rotate speed, so we'll go to rotate speed and we'll set it to 1 for now. So we'll go to play, and if we press Q, it should rotate. It is not, so we're going to do set it to 10 and press Q. It is not rotating. So what do we do wrong? Oh, we didn't call it, so we'll go to rotate camera. We did call in the update function. So do rotate camera, and now it should work. Once it compiles, we'll set this back to 1. Okay, and if you press Q, as you can see, it's rotating. So I want to slow that down a little bit, so we'll change this to 0.5. Whoops. 0.5. Oh, it's an integer. So I just keep it at 1 for now, change to a float later. So now we have to do the same for the E key. So we'll just copy and paste. Control C. Control V. Change key code to E. And we're going to rotate around the negative y axis. So just put a negative. Control S, and this should work perfectly. Once it compiles, excuse me, first thing, press Q, press E, there you go. So the next thing we're going to do is use our mouse wheel to zoom in and out. So we're going to create another function and call it public void camera zoom. Okay, we're going to say if input dot get axis. I'm gonna do mouse, let's see, input dot mouse wheel, scroll wheel. Let's see. The get axis. We're gonna do the input dot mouse dot get button. Oh, okay, I see. So we just need to make sure it's right. Yes, the axis name. So mouse scroll wheel. Okay, I think that's the name of it. So we're gonna minimize this to make sure. So go to edit, project settings, player. No, edit, project settings, input. The axes, and it's called mouse scroll wheel. Yes. Okay. So go back to our script, create our brackets, and what we're gonna do is if this axis, so we're just gonna copy this, if it is greater than 0, we're going to do distance minus equals 1, and we're going to see if that works once we call it in the camera zoom, in the update. So camera zoom, minimize it, let it compile, and cannot control. Okay, greater than. Oh, I see. We don't even need this part. My fault. Okay, so control S, go back to the editor, let it compile, press play, and if we move our mouse wheel, nothing happens. So let's see. Go back to the script. So if it is greater than 0, let's debug it. Debug dot log. Now I'm going to debug this and comment that out. Okay. So we're going to save this off. Press play, and once we start it, it should debug out log. It should debug 0. Okay. Okay, minimize this. So we come here. It should say 1. I think it should say 1. Scroll this over a little bit. Scroll this down. And if we, yes, as you can see, if we scroll up, it goes in the positive direction. If you scroll down, it goes to the negative direction. Okay, in the next tutorial, in the next episode, we will fix this error, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. So I hope you learned something today, and have a great day.